Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Searcy. I want to talk to you today about online public speaking courses and audiences. Our standards and our accreditation has never actually suggested that web broadcasting is the same as public speaking and that the same skills are involved. And currently I agree with that statement because there are a number of things that you have to overcome, including anxiety, stage fright, the fear of public speaking and the nerves that go with it. And we're going to talk about that in a later video and how to accomplish that. But those are some skills that we have to work through that we don't necessarily have to work through when all we're doing is broadcasting to a camera. As such, when we do online public speaking, an audience is indeed required. If you're taking this course with me in the classroom, the rest of the students in the class will actually represent your audience and will be your audience as you will also be the audience or a member of the audience for their speeches as well. So if you're taking this in a class, this video specifically doesn't apply to you unless for some reason you are unable or incapable of actually attending that class in which you're supposed to be giving your presentation, and then this becomes a very vital video for you to pay attention to. Now, if you fall into that category, or if you happen to be taking this course as solely an online venture, let's talk about what it means to gather an audience. First off, the criteria for the audience is it must be a minimum of 10 members who are adults and non-related to you. Okay, so you can't go and gather all your external family members and gather them in the living room. There's the other bit right there. The living room of your house with the TV on in the background and the children and the dogs running around does not constitute a public space by which we're going to give a presentation. So you need to find 10 non-related adults and a location that will constitute itself as being amicable and appropriate for a public presentation. Whether it's a classroom, whether it's a church, restaurant, but some sort of public gathering place. When we're doing the video issues, one of the great things about technology today, and the reason we're even able to offer public speaking online the way that we are, is because Android phones and iPhones have come a very long way in the technology of recording presentations. And so with the free aspect of being able to create a YouTube channel, put up videos on your YouTube channel, mark those videos as unlisted, meaning only those who you share the link to the video can see the video. So your privacy is protected. And then being able to upload those and send that link to your professor or whoever it is that's going to evaluate your presentation. The technology advancements have been incredible that just about anybody can now take public speaking online, gather an audience together, whether it's from your church, your neighborhood, your friends, your local clubs, or whatever it might be where there are adults that you can gather and maybe coerce your coworkers and the like. But what you're essentially able to do now is sit them all together, you will speak in front of them, and have somebody record it from the back, because I want to see within the same frame the back of 10 bobbing heads. I want to be able to count 10 people in the room, and also you as the speaker. And you might be saying, but you're actually going to be that far back and I'm going to be sacrificing facial expressions. Believe me, I'll catch the facial expressions. I will sacrifice being a little bit farther back and having to kind of ascertain the facial expressions, knowing full well you have a live audience and that you are indeed speaking in front of a group. And so one of the things that I want to make sure that we're paying attention to when it comes to looking at our audiences, that you're actually gathering the audience and looking at and actually preparing it in a proper space in order to give the presentation. These are not really that difficult of criteria to pay attention to. And in fact, let me go ahead and give you one hint that I think is well worth our time. If you have a very forgiving audience, a tolerant and patient audience, here's my suggestion. I might take more than one video of a presentation. Any one of those presentation takes would be practice for you. You should practice your presentations well in advance of giving them anyway. But more importantly, send me the best work that you have, not the only work that you have. Don't shoot it once and have lots of mistakes that happen, not of your presentation per se, but people, sirens going by, or people coming and interrupting the presentation, and you believing that that was appropriate. Give your presentation. And if it takes more than one take on the video camera to do it, why not? Take advantage of the fact that we are in a technological age, and it's not like the classroom, a one-shot, one-time deal. You've got a really good opportunity here. But remember, I need a minimum of 10 people in the audience. I need to see them in the same frame, not frame within frame, in the same frame. I know some of you are thinking, oh, but I've got this great camera and I can do frame within frame and I can show the audience in one frame and I can show me in another. Don't do it. I want complete proof that you're speaking in front of live bobbing heads that aren't just cardboard and that weren't filmed, the audience wasn't filmed at another time, etc., etc. You get the idea. Okay, so that's what we're talking about with public speaking online. Make sure you stay within your time frame for your presentation. Make sure that you've got an appropriate place. Make sure you've got the proper number of audience members who fill the criteria. As you go, ask me questions. I'm Dr. Mike, and I'll talk to you more soon.